Hey, I've seen some other cool listening rooms and setups, and I really dig my little system. It's nothing that fancy, but I like it, and so I thought I'd share. Let's go on in and check it out. So I don't have my television hooked up to the stereo system, even though you see it amongst everything else. It's not that important to me to listen to the television that loud. TV's kind of an afterthought for me. It just works here in this room where I do my television viewing and audio listening. So let's go check out the system. We'll start first with the power. Monster HTS 3500. Just got everything plugged in there, and it's got a pretty little VU meter on there. Goes into Proceed. Love this Proceed PRE or Pre. I'm not sure what it's called, but one or the other. Not a whole lot of inputs that you can put into it, but doesn't have a tuner, or a turntable. Had to get a turntable preamp for it, and have a nice turntable. I just don't have it hooked up. This is a great little preamp. Very nice, very nice sound out of there. I got a DVD player hooked up here. I love this Marantz CD 5000. I know that CD players are losing favor. People aren't interested in them anymore, but that is such a pretty sounding CD player and quite reasonable. You can get these things anywhere used for, I don't know, maybe 25 bucks now. God, I don't even think I paid 50 for it 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Below that is a Sony MiniDisk player. Another fantastic piece of equipment that has lost favor. That's the MDS JE320. I've had a number of these. I now just find them used when I can and burn them up as I use them. I probably recorded a good, I don't know, thousands mini discs. Such a unbelievably user-friendly piece of equipment. I'm really disappointed they never caught on, but it is what it is. Sony 3-head cassette. This is the TC 615S. This is a good tape player. I have a Nakamichi DR1 that capstan's making a little bit of squeaking sound, and I pulled it out of the system and dropped this one in place until I get that capstan running smoothly and quietly. Nothing worse than all that chirping noise. And then below that is just an Onkyo tuner. Nothing special. I really only listen to the radio for maybe NPR or AM or something, you know, listen to a program. And then, oh, I love this little guy right here. This is the Proceed 2-channel power amp THX dual mono amplifier. Such a great unit. Oh, I love it. I wish I had this all along. I've had other amps, and I just love this one. Absolutely love it. And then, nothing fancy. I've got Bowers & Wilkins. What are these? The Series 200 series. These entry-level speaker. You can see that my veneer on them is beat to death. I love these things. They're actually pretty flat sounding, not in a negative way. And then with the subwoofer back here in the corner, man, these are great sounding speakers that you can pick these things up anywhere for less than $100. Yeah, they're not heavy, which is weird for the way they sound. They're actually quite light. Great sounding speaker for very little money. And then I picked up these speaker stands from a audio dealer locally that, you know, they're not pretty. Whatever. I don't think any of my gear is really pretty. I think a lot of it's pretty beat up. Even my 2-channel amp has got some nicks and dings and scratches and whatnot, which is too bad because it is such a great piece of machinery. Too bad it wasn't better handled through its life. Even you can see those little nicks on the bottom of the face of that Proceed. That little Papa Roach box over there in the corners got some add-ons, but I don't have it plugged in. Alright, let's take a quick look at some of my music. A lot of CDs. Go down here, a lot of cassettes. Still listen to a lot of cassettes. People talk bad about cassettes, but I don't mind them. They got a little bit of hiss. Noticeable, of course. Go around the side of the nice artwork. We'll just walk along the side of the wall here. It's a nice piece right here. I really dig that. It's kind of funky. And then some more cassettes. Some classical, some jazz, R&B, rhythm, soul, some old stuff. You know, I'm never gonna put any of this stuff on onto a hard drive, so I have it. I just pull it out and listen to it. You know, people are all about MP3 files and whatnot. Whatever. Then I got to get a DAC and all that good stuff. We don't need all that. More CDs, more CDs, more CDs. There's a little stack of MiniDiscs right there. If you've never seen one, here's one right here. This is what they look like. So fantastic. 74 minutes of music goes on here. Just the best. And quite handy. Quite easy to use. Got some records down below. More records. And there's more records elsewhere, but we're not going to get into all that right now. It's not all that important. Let's play some music. Oh, you know what? I do actually have a record player. Look, that's how important my record player is right now. It's sitting on a chair underneath a box. This is the no, well, yeah, we won't get into that right now. We'll get into that later. Let's not talk about that. Let's go to music. Let's fire up some Phil Collins. This is a great sounding album. The Hello, I Must Be Going album. Fantastic. As you can see, I got my windows open because it's a pretty nice 65, 68 degrees here in South Carolina today, second week of January. Let's turn this up. I don't play the same games you play. Cause I've been talking to the people that you call it friends, and it seems to me there's a meanness to it and they don't care anymore. And as for me, I can sit here by my time. I got nothing to lose if I speak my mind. I don't Acoustic Research 16 gauge speaker wire. Nothing fantastic. Alright. Hope you enjoyed it. It's the little system that I enjoy quite a bit.